Did you spill a drink on you or something coming out?
What happened in there?
Well,
you were fine there till the game.
I had no idea till Ken Spencer and them asked me. I had no idea. I did not know.
What, 400?
Yes, I had no clue. Total disclosure.
Oh.
And then I go in there, and I'm talking to the team. And I go through what I need to go through, and then all of a sudden the
buckets.
The bucket's emptied, huh?
Yeah, is there a stat sheet? Oh,
right.
I got mine right here. Rennie, can you say "Go Knights" into this mic?
There you go.
There you go.
Good voice. Good job, Ren. Good job.
Ren loves the Knights.
Yes, she does. Well, tell us what you thought growth-wise in 48 hours. How much do you see?
We got back, as you know, 1 a.m. Sunday morning practice. We watched the entire game flow of the first half at 4 practice, then the entire second half. It was a long day, very, very spirited practice. We need a game like this for a health standpoint, a conditioning standpoint, and a confidence standpoint. We did. That's 3 games in 6 days. If you look around the country, people are playing once, maybe twice a week. We play 3 games in 6 days with a tough trip in the middle. But if we learn from it, it helps you. Now we're off tomorrow completely. Individuals Wednesday morning and practice. And then a phenomenal charter group that's going to go with us on Thursday night on to Clemson and then over to Duke to play on Monday night. I did notice today the latest AP poll had Kentucky, UCLA, and Duke, Kentucky, Duke, and UCLA 5, 6, 7 in the country. So, that's okay. That's what having a program's about. They did ask me about the 400th win, and I said, it is the definition of a program. And the paychecks are not about in a bank. They're the emotional paychecks of these kids. Mark was here. We played Wayne State for number 1, and there wasn't enough people in here to start a skirmish. and tonight, the student body and the community, it was an incredible night.
They were into it big time.
Yeah.
One of the things that Mark and I noticed with the students was how popular Eli Roberts is with the student body. When you put him in the game, they roared and he scored, and they jumped up and down.
That one blast cut he made, if he catches that ball clean,
it's a dunk.
That ball's going to be hammered, man.
Said the same thing.
I'll tell you, I can just sum it up like this. Their response to Eli is the reason you coach. Every off the court, on the court, in the community. Oh, are you okay?
Ouch.
Eli is the reason you coach. Ren, see if she's okay.
Had a little bit of a mishap here at the table.
I got my night cheerleaders with me.
You do?
No, I'm serious. This was amazing. And we played good. We made shots the other night. We had a lot of the same shots.
Yep.
They didn't go down, and nobody tried to miss them. And they're human. Games played by human beings. So the 24 assists is probably the highlight of the night.
8 players played double-figure minutes, so you were able to manage, minutes for everybody.
And truthfully, the tough thing on the 3 games in 6 days is the health of our team. We've had limited practice time with Alec Freem, Ben Johnson, Justin Betts, and that's hurts. Now I think we have time to get into a rhythm, and that's what we will look to do.
Do you see Nick Thielen being able to play a role?
I'm sorry, that's my fault. Nick Thielen is I knew there was an inside guy. No, Nick is an energy guy. He's a tough guy, and he absolutely knows and embraces the way we play. Yes.
Kurt,
there was a fourth.
Kurt stayed out of foul trouble tonight and finally had a decent game.
He did.
Just couldn't. He kept fouling the first 2 games.
No, the free throw shooting. I mean, we've shot 84, 83, 84 in the 2 games. That's not a concern, but no, he played well. LT had a tough start. And we just kept going back with him saying, LT, come on, LT, because we've seen him do it every day in practice. And that's a key, but it was good.
Recruit more Pete Suitors, please.
Yeah.
Well, you all come to practice. You see it every day. There's nothing we don't see in practice. He is an amazing basketball player, an even better teammate, an incredible son. But he is a basketball player. But the one trait nobody talks about in basketball very often, he has as good a hands as I've ever coached. Like any ball that's beat around or tapped around, it's his. And if that's 1 or 2 possession a game, that decides games. That's why he's won. But what a night. 9 for 14, 22 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists in 21 minutes.
And only 1 turnover.
Yeah, I mean, what a game. And he's adjusted. He's a freshman. But what a player.
You'd only given up 2 offensive rebounds until the last 5 minutes, and they got 3 more on you. But that's a pretty good
maybe
job.
Maybe that was talked about years ago.
Yeah, possible.
Just a little bit. That was good.
Loudly, yeah. Maybe on it.
I want to thank the students again in the community. I do. This was neat, man. Like I said, bring 5, 10 people with you to Freedom Hall. It's going to start on December the 4th. There's going to be a big avalanche of people trying to get in. We want in on this $5, $65 for a season ticket, which includes the $10 parking is waived. So, I love it. 57% when that assist total goes up. Boy, that shooting percentage goes up.
I will ask you a little bit about there are a lot of people play that, the recruiting game, and you signed 2 players this week. Can you kind of give us a thumbnail on these 2 guys?
A.J. Lux and Grant Whitaker. They're both winners, and they both want to be at Bowen. And their recruitment, and each of them has a story. A.J. is in my office. We're trying to close the recruiting visit. His mom and dad are behind him. I've got the perfect view. And I said, A.J., there always comes a time. A.J., where are you in this incredibly important decision? And he looked me in the eye and said, Coach, I'm coming to Bellarmine right now. His mom and dad were going through the ceiling. Grant Whitaker, out of Murray, played in the state tournament. It is an absolute winner. Mom, an elementary school teacher, principal, I don't want to short, is the official scorer for Murray basketball. Murray high school basketball. Grant Whitaker came and on a visit, wanted to be a Bellarmine. A.J. Lux, I'll go back to A.J. He visited on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Monday night, he was told all our guys, I'm going to make 5 visits, blah, 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 blah. Tuesday night, he said, I might make 1 other visit. Wednesday morning commits. That's a credit to our players. Grant, we want players who want to be here, and they both want to be here. Basketball players, they're in phenomenal high school programs. They're winners, and they're great students of the game. Their academics are off the charts. So we're thrilled. We are thrilled.
And you said before the game that there's a chance that Michael Bova could redshirt, and Zach Reed will.
Zach Reed will. And a lot of that. Michael Bova's is a little bit in flux because we want to map out the academic program. Zach Reed will be in a 5-year MBA program. Yes.
All right.
Everybody good? Thank you, guys.
We're good.
Thanks, everybody. I'm going to get some dry clothes.
All right. I hear you. Thank you, Coach.